Hi guys, alright, well we're going to quickly recap last week, and to be honest there's not much I want to talk about after that game. I guess you can see behind me I'm a bit upset, you know. I've always thought Wayne Bennett sort of gutted the club when he left, but geez, management, I mean he left, what, 2 years ago now. Management really needs to step up. I think they have to have a good look at themselves. The way we lost Cronulla, they're a great team, and credit to the Sharkies where credit's due, they were good, but they weren't playing, as Gallen said, they weren't playing against first graders. You wouldn't have many of those guys in your team if you were another side. I completely agree with Paul Gallen. I'm all for giving these guys a go, but some of those players aren't having a crack, and I think, you know, need to have a good hard look at themselves. The other game though, which I thought was quite entertaining, was the two at Suncorp. Really good games. I think the Broncos just stamped their authority, but the one that sort of shocked me, that Cowboys Storm game, it upset me as well, as some people might know. That was a leg of a multi that really hurt. But look, I just think that Winterstein bombed that game, and I'm going to hold that to him. Anyway, let's look into this week briefly. The only game I think worth talking about is the main game, the Broncos and the Cowboys up there at Townsville. Well, what a cracker that builds to be. I can't split the two. I've tipped the home side personally, but geez, it'd be hard to tip the two. Two cracking sides, both in cracking form. As I said, I think that's the grand final there, unless Cronulla can weasel their way in. Geez, I look forward to watching that game somewhere on Friday night. Should be an absolute cracker. Next thing I just wanted to jump into was Origin chat. Look, I'm going to be away for a few weeks, so I know the sides come out on Monday, so I'll quickly run you through. I'm pretty sure you've heard the rumours and everything about the New South Wales side, so you can see it there on the screen now. Look, I'm happy with Matt Moylan. I think they went with Tedesco, him and Dugan in the centres. Now that Tedesco's down, I think they're just slotting Moylan in, which I'm fine with that. I think you've got Dugan, who's obviously a better fullback, and I think if I was picking, I'd play Dugan at fullback, considering he is the best fullback that we have on at choice. But yeah, look, I'm fine with that. I would have played James Roberts in the centres. If this is the team they go with, I think James Roberts deserves to be in that side. I think he's been in a fantastic Brisbane side. I think the Maroons will be stoked that if he doesn't get picked. Just looking there, I'd probably have Gallen start in the back row. I think we benefit off a bit more punch starting. So maybe Tarmow, Woods and Gallen in the back row. Then push him forward, rotate those big guys on quicker. I think that's how we'll beat them. We just got to punch through them. Obviously we don't have the halves to beat Queensland in that area. And I think GI is obviously going to be a massive impact as well. So I think the forwards, we just play those big boys and just punch through them. And then we have those, you know, nippy players. He's obviously gone. I don't mind the Jack Bird pick. I think Cronulla are playing really well. He's gone there. I mean, Bird could slot in back row. He could slot in the halves if you needed to, and he can play out in the centre. So he's quite versatile. I like that pick. But my issue is Cartwright there as well as Bird. Sort of indicating Cartwright's got to play a few more minutes, and I don't know if his defence is up there. If you watched him on the weekend, you know, he's a great ball player and he creates that second phase, but we don't have, you know, it depends what halves they go with. I guess Maloney can play a bit in front of him, but you know, I really am concerned with what halves. I'm happy with if Maloney gets picked, but I don't think Mitchell Pearce, he doesn't want to play, and I don't, to be honest, think he should. Yeah, obviously, you know the records, as you can see on the screen, they speak for themselves. You can be loyal, Laurie, but seriously. As for the Queensland as well, my pick for their team is also on screen now. Look, I think Kyle Felt's earned himself a spot there. He's been fantastic. Obviously, Corey Oates has to be in there. He's a beast of a human being. He'll be there for the long-term future. And then you just go down. I mean, they picked themselves, the Australian team pretty much. They just picked themselves. It only really is on the bench who you go with. I think I'd keep Papali there. I think he's doing good things down in Canberra. He's running good lines. I'll tell you what, Maloney won't want to see Papali, but I'm sure he will. Yeah, I think you're really open to anyone in that jersey 17. I put Cooper on there because I know he and Thurston have that rapport on the left edge, but you can really play anyone. Look, I'll just finish by saying that, you know, thank God those Queenslanders mucked up. I mean, think of the names. There's Munster, there's Holmes, there's Ben Hunt, Dylan Napa. I'm just grateful. Anyway, look, that's it for me, guys. Let me know what you think of my side. I hope everyone's well. Have a good week. That's it for the Guru.